Yes, guys, welcome to Pure Coys TV. On today's video, I'm going to be talking about what everyone's talking about, right? Zerbi. It looks like he is going to be the new Tottenham Hotspur manager. In fact, it's all but been announced. Zerbi will be the Tottenham Hotspur manager, certainly for the next 7 games. Apparently, he has signed a 5-year contract at Spurs with no relegation release clause. We will see. I have different thoughts about it, and I will explain my thoughts in a moment, guys. Smash a like, smash a subscribe if you haven't. Hit that bell notification so you know when all of my content is about to drop. And let me know what you think about my thoughts on De Zerbi's contract. And I will go into that a bit later on. So, guys, how are we feeling about it all? De Zerbi has signed a contract with Spurs, 5 years. He is a new Tottenham Hotspur manager, and this has come out from Fabrizio Romano this afternoon. Breaking: Tottenham agree deal to appoint Roberto De Zerbi as new head coach. Here we go. We have heard, of course, here we go before with Fabrizio, and he has got it wrong, i.e., Morgan Gibbs White. Slightly different situation. Story revealed yesterday, now confirmed, as De Zerbi has accepted Tottenham Hotspur's job with immediate effect. 5-year deal to be signed as De Zerbi decides to accept this challenge. Fantastic news. I think we needed a full-time manager. Listen, was he my first choice? No, I wanted Pochettino, but maybe that was more with heart than head. The more I think about this signing, the more I think about De Zerbi coming in, and we can get into the politics all we want. If we're talking purely football, then he plays the sort of style that Tottenham fans want to see. Um, he's a possession-based manager. He likes to play out the press, and he's very aggressive. He's a front-footed manager, and as a Spurs fan, this is what we want to see, right? So, in that sense, really happy. He might be able to kick these players into shape. A lot of them seem to have attitudes, in my opinion. Hopefully, De Zerbi can get into them and make them play for him. I think some of these players he can get the best out of. I can see the likes of Porro and Romero really striving under him, maybe even Basuma. And of course, he wanted Kudus when he was at Brighton. Brighton had agreed a deal with Kudus, but for whatever reason, it didn't go through. And that was when De Zerbi was Brighton manager. So Kudus was big on De Zerbi's list. So I would imagine Kudus will be happy. De Zerbi will be happy that he finally gets to work with him. I'm quite excited. I'm quite excited about the next couple of months ahead for Spurs. Listen, it's going to be a difficult 7 games. There's no doubt about that. But I really do think Spurs can get maybe 2-3 wins out of these next 7 games. Whether that's enough, you would hope it is. But I'm excited to see what De Zerbi can do. Guys, drop a comment and let me know what you think about De Zerbi signing. I know it's very mixed at the moment. There's a lot of people that don't want him. There's a lot of people that are very happy with his signing. So, for me, like I said, he wasn't my first choice, but the more I think about it, the more I think he's going to do a really good job at Tottenham. Listen, he's going to need to, isn't he? Because we need, first and foremost, to stay in the Premier League. Whatever happens after that, we can think once we stay up. But my thoughts on this contract, and a lot of people saying he signed a 5-year contract and there's no release fee. So if we go down, he has to stay. I don't see that. This is the way I see it, and I might be totally wrong. I see there's a 5-year deal in place in the summer. That's how I see it. There's a 5-year deal in place in the summer. These next 7 games, keep us in the Premier League. That 5-year deal is yours. We will give you a hefty bonus as well for keeping us in the Premier League. And if we go down, you can walk away. We can walk away. Happy days. We're not going to release that actually is only an interim at the moment, because if we say that, the fans won't be happy. The players maybe won't play for you. The players and the fans need to think it's full-time. And to all intents and purposes, it is full-time, yeah? If he keeps us up, it will be full-time. But there is no doubt, if we go down, De Zerbi will go one way and Tottenham will go the other. I have no doubt about that at all. I know, like I say, there is apparently no release fee in his contract. That if we go down, he has to stay. I don't believe that. I really do think it is almost to keep us in the Premier League, and that 5-year contract is yours in the summer. But they're not going to release that out to the media. because that wouldn't look good. I don't think that's my opinion. I might be totally well off the mark now, but we will see. As for the kind of team that he's going to play, this is what I think he will go for. In the first game, hopefully with everyone back from the international and Kudus fit, I think he will go for Kinski in goal. I think it will be Porro, Romero, Van der Ven with Paulinho in the six, Gray and Gallagher buzzing around. Maybe Kudus and Xavi, not wide, but maybe two number 10s, and then Solanke. You can take your pick. Solanke with Charleston or Moani up front. But I do think he may play with a Kudus and a Xavi in a double pivot 10 role. And I think that could work for Spurs with Porro and a doggy using the width, getting down the line and getting those balls in the box. Guys, drop a comment and let me know what you think about this Spurs side. Obviously, Vicario is probably going to be injured, so I'm sticking Kinski in. You can go for Austin if you want, but I think that's going to be pretty close to what I think the side will be come Sunderland in what, 9 days, 10 days time. It's I'm excited. Listen, I was doom and gloom after the Forest game. And like I say, all week I've not been keen on the De Zerbi signing. But the more I look into it, the more I think about it. And the fact that now we hopefully have a manager that's going to keep us up and then take us forward, that's exciting. It was hard to get a connection with Tudor because we knew he wasn't staying. Hopefully with De Zerbi, if he keeps us up, we can start looking forward. And listen, he's a manager that doesn't take any crap, right? And it's going to be a good ride. It's going to be a fun ride. It's going to be an interesting ride. You know, we just don't know what's going to happen. It could go one or the other way. It could be fantastic, or it could be an absolute disaster. We will see what happens, guys. Drop a comment in. Let me know what you think about the De Zerbi signing. Please like, please share, please subscribe, all that good stuff. Have a fantastic day. And as always, stay positive, stay poised, and stay Pure Coys.